Good morning, fellow warriors in health. How you doing today? Oh, here comes the sun, so I'm probably going to squint a little bit. But how do you like this new setup? My tripod arrived yesterday that will hold the phone, so this should be a little more stable, and I can maybe change the camera angle a little bit to keep your attention. Yeah, I don't have to reach through there and smack you so you keep watching till the end, but maybe by doing other little tricks I can keep your attention. But today we're going to talk about, is multitasking helpful or harmful in the long run? Can you see the little fountains behind me there? Yeah. It is nice and toasty out here today, especially when the sun came out from behind that cloud. But let me know in the comments what you think about this horizontal profile and the stability of being on a tripod on the granite countertop here beside the grill and the kitchen area by the pool. Let's try this for today. I could probably also walk around with this tripod, but we'll just sit for right now. But if you're on my Facebook page, and if you're not and you want more immediate information, please go to, down at the bottom, you'll see the name of the channel, CP59 Fit, Unconventional Healthy Living Strategies. If you click on that little name, it'll take you to the actual channel of the page, but please wait until after the video's over to do that, or at least leave it running so the view time adds up, or come back and watch the whole thing. But if you go to that, you'll see over, I think it's in this, no, I think in this corner, on the channel page, up on the little picture of the butte in New Mexico, you'll see a link to Facebook. That will take you directly to my CP59 Fit Facebook page. If you're not on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, you'll just have to search for CP59 Fit or at CP50, that little at symbol, CP59 Fit. And then you can find me either way there, and you can actually send me messages there. But if you do send me a message, tell me it's from YouTube, because I get, with almost 5,000 quote-unquote friends on Facebook, I get these messages all the time from people I have no idea who they are, have any idea why they're messaging me. Apparently in some foreign countries, if somebody accepts your friend request, you think you're supposed to send them a message and say, "Hi, how are you?" Well, who cares how I am? You don't know me. What's it matter? Is what I want to respond, but I just generally ignore the message because I don't know the people. But if you're going to join me on Facebook, I prefer you to comment on some of my posts so I get to know you a little bit before you just send me a private message. And I can talk to you here like you're sitting in the same room or out here by the pool, but you're not talking to me, so I really don't know you. But about a week or so ago, I decided I was going to do a daily video in a poolside chat, and to boost my views and subscriptions and all that, and it's working. Oh my goodness, thank you for all the new people. It is working. YouTube is pushing my videos more and more because I'm putting out more content, I guess. But that brings me to the point, I'm running out of time. I'm still learning this system. I'm still figuring out how it works. I'm still learning how to do videos. I haven't learned how to edit yet, as you can tell, even though I am trying a few little tricks. Like they say, if you move the angle of the screen or the camera, that it grabs people's attention and they watch a little bit longer. So let me try it at this angle for a few minutes, and then we'll come over here to this one at some point. But right now, we'll just go right back to where we were. So anyway, tell me if you like the little tricks down in the comments. But the poolside chat was an idea that came about because I do the carnivore diet, which is a subset of the keto way of eating. I should say carnivore way of eating. I want y'all to boo me in the comments if I use the word diet, because it's just kind of slips out sometimes, but technically it's a way of eating. It's a lifestyle. It is not a diet, even though my supervisor at work says, when she says something like, Chip, you can't have that on your diet. I'm like, it's not a diet. She says, well, technically, everything you eat is your diet. So if you go to that strict of an interpretation, and she's a native Spanish speaker, and she's trying to tell me what English means. Oh well, that's just part of workplace drama. Love her to death, but that's an argument for another day. So technically, yes, my diet is what I eat, but in modern society, at least in America, we think of a diet as a weight loss plan. And is what I'm doing a weight loss plan? Yes, but it's also a way of eating that I plan to do for the rest of my life. And the reason diet, the word diet, air quotes, has a bad connotation is that most people fall off of the diet very quickly, and if you make it a way of eating, it lasts a lot longer. So my way of eating is low carb, healthy fat, which a subset of that is the keto way of eating, where you have some vegetables, maybe some fruit. Each person, to find the actual definition of what keto is challenging. Maybe that's one reason I like carnivore. It's much more defined. It's animal-based products only, with a few maybe plant-based for seasoning, like an onion or some herbs that are low carb. But all in all, I stick mainly to animal-based products, which generally are called meat, and they model it after the lion, king of the jungle. Hear me roar. So anyway, because all they eat is meat. They will kill a prey, and then they will eat the organs. Ugh. I'm not a big organ eater, never have been. My mother would get nauseous. Even though my father loved liver, she wouldn't cook it for him because the smell would just make her want to throw up. And so, fortunately, that's one thing I did not have to clean my plate when I was growing up, because mother couldn't stand it. But a lion, any kind of a carnivore in the wild, will automatically go to the organs first, because they know they are the most nutritious foods you can have. And if they can get to the brain, they'll eat that. And a lot of them will just suck on, maybe this is why dogs chew on bones, is to get the marrow out. So now we have all these fake bones we give dogs, just like we have fake meat we give vegetarians. If you want meat, eat meat. Don't eat fake meat. Don't. I got the biggest kick out of this, different subject, kinda, sorta. The biggest kick out of this question that came across my Quora feed the other day, Quara. It's a website where people ask questions, and then anybody that sees it can answer it. This was from I believe a gentleman, a poster, let's put that, a poster in London, who said, my vegan dog doesn't like the food I give it, and it's not eating enough. What can I add to it to make it so it eats more? But it can't be animal products, because that's animal cruelty. Okay, so you're torturing your poor carnivore dog by calling it a vegan and giving it plant food. And then you want to know how you can make it taste like animal food or smell like animal food so it'll eat it. So obviously the first comment was, your dog is not a vegan, you are. Feed it what it eats. Feed it meat. That's what dogs eat. And so I shared that to my animal-based eating plan group, and of course they all got a big kick out of it, and brought out a good point that it's actually more animal cruelty to make an animal like a cat or a dog eat vegan, who in their native state would love to eat meat and would only eat meat. So the last comment I saw this morning was, I mentioned that to one of the commenters said, I mentioned that to my neighbor when she said her dog was vegan. And she threw back at me, well, what about the grass eating? And so I commented back, a dog only eats grass when it wants to vomit. So maybe after you have feed it the plant food, it wants to vomit, then it goes eats the grass. But they don't digest grass. They usually use it to make them sick and expel whatever is in their throat bothering them. I'm not sure why cats throw up so much, because I've never really been a cat person, but maybe one of my cat friends can tell me. But this was supposed to be about multitasking and whether it's helpful or harmful, so let's get back to that. The reason the poolside chat started is I thought, I was coming down here to try to get some sun during the day, and I thought, well, why don't I just eat the first meal of the day, which most of you call breakfast, and technically it is breaking the fast. But most people consider breakfast before noon, and I don't always have my first meal before noon. So I think I kind of like this one better for right now. Better move it over more so I don't get out of the picture. This is kind of a combo of me and the pool, so I guess I could go to all pool for a little while. But so I started making my first meal of the day, but then I wouldn't come down here till 12 or 1, and then I had to rush to get ready for work, which is another topic all in of itself. So then I thought, well, I want to make a video every day, so let's do the video while we're down at the pool and call it a poolside chat, which is working out rather well. But now I'm not eating down here because I want to eat later, and sometimes not even until I get to work, which is 3 o'clock or later. I'm not big into intermittent fasting, but I am big into eating when I'm hungry, and I'm not always hungry immediately when I wake up, and I don't think you are either, but you've been trained that way. So then, in order to make the videos down here, I have to use the phone, and then the phone uploads them extremely slowly, so then that cuts into my gym time. It makes it a rush to get to work. So, is multitasking helpful or harmful? You know, for years, I don't think you could get a job unless you put on your resume or application, able to multitask efficiently. And I always have been a pretty good multitasker, but I think that's one trait that women are better at than men. Maybe because of raising children or the innate motherly instincts. You have to do a million things at a time when you have more than, well, even with just one child, I guess you still have to do a million things at a time. But I'm not going to speak as an expert on that since I've never had a baby. But I do kind of think women are better at scheduling and managing their time. So what's kind of evolved over the last week is I've had to cut out my gym time, which I am not happy about. I don't mind cutting out the one where I go to tan because I'm getting enough natural sun being down here at the pool, but I really do miss the hot tub time. Because some times at night, by the time I'm going to bed, I'm like, oh, the lower back is irritating me a little bit, so I really need to go to the hot tub tomorrow. So I put it on the calendar again. Then the video takes too long. Then I cut that out because by the time I'd get there, I'd have like 10 minutes in, and is it really worth getting dressed in your swimming suit and getting out to the hot tub and then having to shower and all before you go to work? So I just shower and shave here at the unit and then just drive straight to work. So I'm not late to work, but I've cut out everything that I consider to be healthy living just to be, oh, and here goes the airplane over. They don't usually fly over here, and they must be high because I keep hearing them today, but I can't see them. So anyway, and one of the main reasons I go to the hot tub is to watch the videos that I bought to show me how to make better videos. But then at work, I'll watch some in the background, and I'll watch somebody different, and he'll tell me something else. So I've come to learn that doing YouTube is pretty much like doing a low-carb, healthy fat diet. Everyone that does it a different way. Many of them are still successful no matter how they do it. So you got to pick and choose who you listen to. And I did actually watch one last night that got monetized in 6 weeks. So if I can figure out his secret, this channel may be fine-tuning again. But I think the thing that caught me the most that he said is you got to make videos that people want to watch. You don't, most of the trainers, the gurus, tell you to make titles and thumbnails that will boost your videos in search. But he's saying that's not necessarily the right concept if you make them so they show up in suggested, that you'll grow faster. And so I've always tried to make videos that people want to watch but that's one thing I need to do is take a little time and actually get my business plan set up, and I can't do everything I want to do by making daily videos. My apartment is a mess. I switched rooms again over the weekend, so I don't even have that settled yet. So I will not be doing daily videos from here on out. at least temporarily. I'm going to give a shout out to Christ Chapel. I think they call it Bible Church now. Let's see, the Bless the Blue, because I work for the police department, they have a dinner every year where they give us a new, what I call a Yeti cup, even though it's not a Yeti, it's the insulated double-hulled stainless steel. And you might notice I've even gone to stainless steel straws. With the colored flavored water I drink, those plastic straws turn color pretty fast, and I imagine this does too, but they sent me a little brush with the kit to clean it out. So back to multitasking. I am not necessarily the best multitasker. So I think it's better for me personally to do one thing at a time, concentrate on that, and get it done. And there is a video coming about whether I should maybe cut back on my actual job, maybe take a part-time job so I have more time for YouTube. But I will get into that in a later video where I can do it in more detail. This is already over 15 minutes and I haven't really hit the point I wanted to hit yet. So, you know, I'm a gabber. I have the gift of gab, so I just talk sometimes. Let's give you a little bit of pool view now. So, I think multitasking can be helpful. I think it can also cause you to get less done. So I'm going to try to do less multitasking and more concentrating here in the upcoming weeks. Of course, if I were to leave my job or readjust the hours I work, I've already, we just had a shift sign up, so I changed my days off. So I've had Sunday and Mondays off. That's why videos were going up on Monday. But now I'm going to have Friday and Saturdays off because that's going to make it easier for me to call off on Sundays. And that was the main reason I changed, was to just give me more flexibility as I'm considering my exit approach. I'm not going to do anything hasty, but I've been thinking about it for weeks now. And that might give me the opportunity to not have to multitask as much and to get more of what I feel is important done. And honestly, I am not very happy about cutting out the gym time. In fact, I'm getting ready to start a new gym routine that Dr. Mabry has recommended. It's from a doctor called Dr. McGuff. McGruff is the crime dog in the U.S. anyway. It's a little cartoon character. And McGuff, without the R, is the doctor who's an ER doctor and has kind of come up with a protocol for high-intensity training, not high-intensity interval training. Every time I tell somebody I'm going to do HIT training, they go, oh, I do high-intensity interval training too. No. Listen to what I'm saying. Converse with me. Don't hear what you think I say and then go down a different tangent. High-intensity training is when you lift the weights extremely slowly, and they're lighter weights, but not real light, but enough so you can do it, but do it very, very slowly. And apparently one or two 15-minute workouts a week is all you need. Dr. Mabry says I'll be in the best shape of my life if I get this instituted, because Dr. McGuff says you really need about 4 to 5 days to recover from these workouts, to give your body the actual time it needs to work out. So you can see I've got so many plates spinning at the moment that multitasking causes cascades of crashing plates, and I don't get everything done I want to do. So ultimately my health is the primary objective these days. But how about if you write in the comment if financial health is more important, just as important, or less important than your physical health? And do you need good financial health to actually be in physical health? And maybe I'll do a video on that at a later date. But write somewhere down there in the comments. That's the only place you can write on here, is in the comments, or reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram and say how you feel, what ranking you give to financial health. Do you find it more important than physical health? Do you find it necessary for physical health, or less important for physical health? Those might be the best things. More, equal, or less. So I'm going to go on and wrap this up so I can get it loaded up. Maybe if I do get to the hot tub today, which is number one on the plan after this, after I get something to eat. And get something ready to eat at work tonight, because it's possible I'll be there by myself. My coworker has a doctor appointment today. I have my MRI tomorrow. So I'm taking the night off. And then I'll have a follow-up visit on Tuesday. So that'll actually give me a 4-day weekend, completely unintentional and unplanned, but that's when the doctors and the procedures were available. So I'll probably have a good plan come Wednesday when I go back to work. But my coworker has a doctor's appointment tonight. I have one tomorrow night. And so tomorrow night and Tuesday's doctor appointment will inadvertently give me a 4-day weekend, which I will catch up on rest. I will get the apartment situated, and I will answer all your comments. So please comment. Thank you for watching. I hope you've stayed to the end. Let me know if you stayed to the end. You have a blessed week and be healthy.